Should we rip some shards? The answer for many people in Weight Shadow Legends, where you have to find the optimal time, is often no. But if you're a special kind of person like my friend Moatcarp over here, the answer is almost always yes. So he's a new player, just like I am on my return to Raid Shadow Legends. You can see from this Tagoar here, he used my phenomenal link. You'll find in the description, top pin comment, truly the best starter link in all of Raid Shadow Legends. But on top of that, he's what some of you might call a pretty big fish. All right, this account's what, less than a month old. You can see all this stuff was pay to win, and he's the kind of guy who can afford it. And frankly, my good friend Moatcarp, and also great friend of the channel, is the kind of guy who this is all well within his means. So when he sees something he likes, he wants to go and get it. We are stocked up, baby. We got 30 Sacreds, 265 Ancients if we need it. You can see we've already locked in the progressive Chance. Yes, Magnar would be pretty dang cool. Amazing for an epic, unbelievable HP-based nuker, especially for all content, but especially in the arena. That double slapper AoE is nuts, but you know why we're pulling. It's for this guy over here who Moatcarp has keyed in on as his most wanted champion in Raid Shadow Legends. That's going to be Vulkanos Fumor. And if you didn't know, he's a faction unity champion. Same thing as like Lords in other games like Watcher of Realms. He just makes the whole faction better. And the cool thing on top of that with these faction unity champs, these faction lords in Raid, is they don't just stop at making their faction allies better. Their faction allies make them insane. And Vulkanos has an argument to be the best we've got in the whole game. Let me know who you think is the best in the comments. This guy's insane. If you want a full guide on him, hopefully we pull him now and I will show you. Otherwise, I'll find an account with him. Just let me know in the comments. The very quick hits. One enemy hits really hard. Each time you use the skill, increases his damage on every use all the way up to 100%, so doubling up the damage. If ever he or any teammate, any ally is attacked by an enemy under an HP burn, not even one that he placed, but just an HP burn in general, 50-50 chance, a nice little coin flip, he's going to go and counterattack, and you can see every time he slaps harder and harder, all the way up to that 2x damage with plus 100%. Here's a big AoE, places Fear for 2 turns, not as good as True Fear, but still pretty nutty, and it only gets better. This debuff cannot be resisted. Irresistible, and there's a lot of stuff in his kit that is irresistible, especially if you get those other faction allies in there, those fellow demon spawn. Irresistible when they're underneath an HP burn. Again, does not need to be placed by him. Finally, we got this double slapper here, single target on the A3. Damage inflicted by this skill increases 10% based on the turns remaining of all the HP burn debuffs on the enemy. Can you tell he's going to end up putting out a ton of HP burn? Stacks up to 100%, and then we start getting our faction unity stuff. So if there's one other ally, damage received by this champion is decreased by 50% while the skill is not on cooldown. Right? So when this is fresh, so you can save it and use it at the right time, otherwise just don't use it, all damage coming in is cut in half because it's only on cooldown once you use it. Then each time an HP burn debuff is activated on an enemy, there's a 50% chance to decrease the skill's cooldown by 1 turn. So it's going to come off of cooldown faster if you did use it. And finally, if you get 3 faction allies, if the target is under HP burn, this attack will ignore Stone Skin, Unkillable, Ally Protect, Block Damage, and Shields, all the crazy stuff. Let's get to the passive and let's get to the summons. We better pull him after I'm doing this full breakdown. We better pull him right now for Moatcarp. Surging Demon Fire. Whenever an enemy receives any buff or has any turn meter increase, there's a 50-50 chance to place an HP burn debuff on that enemy for 2 turns. If they already have an HP burn debuff and that turn increase or buff comes, 50 chance to activate it instantaneously, and that's going to hit everybody, that big AoE component of HP burn. And finally, if you've got multiple Vulkanos and there are multiple of him on the team with the skill, only one will activate. Fine, good luck getting 2, but then it gets crazy. This is where he goes to the next level and becomes maybe the best in the game. HP burn debuffs placed by the skill cannot be resisted. That takes only 1 faction ally. So everything now is fully irresistible. We got the Fear is irresistible if they're under the HP burn, which he's going to put out like crazy. Plus Demon Spawn, that's where you're getting all your crazy HP burn, or a lot of them in the game. So it's perfect synergy. So now that is irresistible and also cannot be blocked. Now with 2 faction allies, each time an HP burn debuff activates on an enemy, this champion gains 5% ignore defense, stacking up to 100%. So if you already have something like Savage going, any of those crazy sets that are helping you ignore defense, that only lowers the amount you have to do this to get him to the point where he's ignoring 100% of defense. So this makes him really good in long battles, not just PvP stuff. He's just phenomenal. And then finally, you get 3 faction allies. You get a block revive debuff on enemies killed while under HP burn. So you just lock him out for good. He's insane. We've talked a lot. We did a brief thing on Magnar. That's enough. I'm sick of the yapping. I want to rip him. So the plan is we're going to start with these 30 sacred shards. Hopefully it only takes 1 or 2. Probably will take a lot more than that. And then we'll move on to the ancients if we have to. 3, 2, 1, cowabunga, baby. Let's go. Can you believe this? He's like the same as me, day 26 account, and he's got 82 million silver. We start off with Balthus Draglord. He was an old fusion epic from something. I can't remember what fusion. Not what we're looking for at all. On an account like this already, it's just we're looking for something very specific, right? Aothar, he's got some poisons, got some HP burn. You can see we just increased the chance on Magnar to plus 25 because we just went 0 for 2. So we've maxed out that progressive, as you can see. Let's hope we hit Vulkanos on our first legendary pulled. But otherwise, let's hope we start hitting legendaries quick because the progressive rate ups are not shared between these two. So come on, let's go. This is our moment. Another epic, and that's going to be Morag. Okay, so that's going to be at worst, you know, a faction guardian, maybe eventually an empowerment for his Morag. Maybe he runs 2. Morag is a phenomenal epic. We like that. But again, not even close to what we're looking for. I can't make too much of a fuss. There we go. Come on, Vulkanos, let's go. Okay, so we got Chronicler Adeline. She's a support. I see her a decent amount in Arena. She's got this stupid thing under her lip with this shadow that looks like a mole, but you can see it goes away when you adjust her. I don't like her look with her long braid. She seems pretty good, but I haven't gone deep on her. The real interesting part of this pull is we got her fairly early on. We should almost certainly pull at least 1 more legendary, and now we're up to a 20x, a times 20 chance to get Vulkanos. Next pull, let's go. Make it him. All right, nope. Still not at Magnar. So you can just see, all right, and raid. Unless you're a giant whale, let's do a teachable moment. Please don't pull on these progressive rate ups. Like, come on. How many epics have we pulled right now? This is already our 4th one. We've had big rate ups on everyone. We're not even close. Times 25 sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. You're still talking about pretty darn unlikely. I'll be honest, if you got 30 sacreds to use, then yeah, it's probably going to happen. Grizzled Jarl, not the worst champion in the world, fairly middle of the road, kind of a little dated at this point, but really not what we're looking for. Not at all. So let's get what we're looking for. Magnar? Nope. So there we are, 0 for 5 now. Jingle Hunter, he was part of the Sir Nick fusion way back when, Christmas 2018. He was kind of terrible. They kind of buffed him. He's got a cool arena aura. So if you snag him, at the very least, if you don't have Wukong or some other great arena aura, that's pretty dang strong. Let's hop in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Another epic. Finally, we get Magnar. Finally. You know, maybe it doesn't feel like that crazy, but most people don't have 7 sacreds to pull. And most people aren't going to do it on some epic for a progressive. I mean, maybe if you had a ton saved and you really wanted that Geomancer or something. I mean, Magnar is phenomenal. But you can see, it's not like it's easy. It's not like you have 2 sacreds and you're like, oh, 15x and then 20x, I'm going to get them. It's not how this works. And certainly it's not how it works with the legendaries, but let's hope we get lucky. You know, Vulkanos, he's only available. These faction unity champions are only available when they're on a specific rate up. So like a Prism, Summoner Pool, some kind of progressive rate up like this on different currencies, different shards. Lady Atessa, very, very mediocre ally attack. There's many better options. What do we got? Another epic. There is Uugo. I love myself an Uugo. Great moment to plug my link in the description, top and comment. You get 3 top epics and a great legendary in Corrado. You get them all by level 30. The first Corrado and the 2 other epics, including Uugo, you get within your first 2 or 3 hours of gameplay. You can see we're still at that times 25 for Magnar, though, and he's only dropped the 1 time. We've already used 9 summons. If we can hit like 2 more legendaries, maybe we can start to get hopeful, but as you can see, really nothing is guaranteed. There's Husk. Husk is really good. For an HP base, that's great AoE enemy max HP damage. You can build him with some tankiness. I did a video with Mad Capper about dog shit, mind my language, dog shit, that's what they're saying. They're saying dog shit. Dog shit epics in this game, and that's Matt Spheremonger. He looks awesome. He looks like Jason, but he's no good. I hate him. I remember when he was added to the game, and I was very excited and then very disappointed. There we go again. Amazing. So he should be excited about this. Ruella is a phenomenal pull. One of the single best epics full stop in my game, but certainly from the Sylvan Watcher. This is awesome. You got a triple hitter here. You can still steal a little turn meter. Then you got a triple hitter here with 3 of the biggest debuffs in the game, and it goes up to a 75% chance to land each one, but that's per hit. So very likely you're going to land all three. Big version, weaken, decreased defense, and decreased speed. Phenomenal. We got this big turn meter fill on all allies by 20% and places a big version increased crit rate. Crit rate's cool, makes her easy to build. Can book this down to 3 turns, no problem. She also has this nice accuracy aura if you get her early on and you need help there. But man, these triple hitters, crazy. The turn meter cycling, she's 105 base speed, huge debuffs. For single target stuff, for the Fire Knight, just to name an obvious example, she's phenomenal. I'm kind of going on and on because I want her. I'm assuming he doesn't have her. It'd be cool if they had like a pop-up that said new, if the hero was new, if the champion was new. Here we go. We got a Shadowkin. This is Umatogi. Frankly, don't know her. She could be awesome. She could be not awesome. I don't know. Ash didn't talk to me about her in the video we did on his channel. You can go check that out. So I don't know how good she could be. Pan's pretty cool. I don't even want to talk about epics unless they're really exciting to me like Ruella. I just want to keep going. Like, give us a legendary. And also, again, if you're not a big spender, not a big whale, here's your teachable moment. 15 sacreds, 1 legendary to show for it, not the progressive. So you could be really lucky and hit 3 and 3, you know, or hit 3 in your first 15, or you could be 0 for 15. The same thing could happen on the 2x, but you kind of want to min-max and set yourself up for success. But if you're a big spender and you want Vulkanos, you know what to do. You got to rip them. So let's get them. Come on now. Another epic. All right, I love this guy though, Bauf. I did a video with YST you guys can go check out on his channel where we talked about our favorite epic from each faction, and he gave a big shout to Bauf. A lot of really cool stuff here. You got the AoE decrease accuracy, which is pretty nice, but the key thing here on top of that AoE is the increasing the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Combine that with this over here, a 2 debuff cleanse, a nice heal, and an increased accuracy on a 3-turn cooldown. This becomes a 3-turn cooldown. Over here, we got heal reduction. He's got a little bit of everything. You can do some cool stuff with trials for Chimera. If you get him early on, he can help you a ton to progress. He's also going to decrease damage from poison buffs that you receive, so certain content. He's just really good, really well-rounded. YST gave him a big shout, and I think he deserved it, but I want a legendary. Gold. Oh my god, this hurts so bad. Misgrade Monster, love him. He was added just weeks before I started playing the game back in November 2019. He was from that Halloween festivities with Brockus and Madame Ceres. Really good, but again, not what we're looking for. The account's getting a glow up. There's Kunoichi, but no, I don't even want to talk about Epic. Unless Epic is top 10 Epic, hyper amazing tier. I don't want to, I'm over it. Amazing epic, actually. Skaramis. A lot going on here, but no. Gold, please, come on. There it is, please. No. Ruel Huntmaster, he was a fusion. He has the flies all running all around him, flying all around him. We're kind of down to the wire here. So the good news is that brings us to a times 25, a 25x, but with 10 bites at the apple and only a 6% chance, the odds are slightly against us, right? Typically, with a 6% chance, this is going to take you 16 to 17 pulls would be the expectation if you're right on the rates. But let's get lucky. Please, let's get lucky. We're averaging 1 in every 10. We've got 10 left. Just show us the gold and let it be Vulkanos. Like I said, we will move over to those ancient shards if we've gotta, but like I said, we're gonna go to a new, fresh progressive, right? With only 200 something ancients, only 200 something. So it kind of sucks that we're going to go back down to times 15. So let's just hit now. There's Woad Painted. She got a big buff at some point towards the end of when I was playing last time. She's like fine. I don't know. If she's better than fine, let me know. I remember even after the buff, she was terrible, and then she became fine. Rain Beast, another Sir Nick era, Christmas 2018. God dang, I'm sweating, and it's not just because the heat's too high, which it is. It's cold in Utah, baby. Zalota, nice little support. No, don't want him. Gold. Oh, God, man. Oh, my God. All right, so we got Talia. She kind of hits hard. Some cool stuff going on there. Maybe she's been power crept. I don't know. She was pretty good back in the day. Not worth going longer about. Jareg, total OG. When I first started playing way back in the OG raid days, this was the way you did Clan Boss, baby. Pretty solid. Get your counterattack with your skull crusher. Decrease attack here goes up to a cheeky 60% big version. Nice ally attack. You got to get him fast, and he's got not good base speed, but it worked. You got the big increased defense. You got the ally protect. And then finally a little continuous heal. HP all battles. This guy was everywhere when I started playing, but that was 6 years ago. So let's keep going. Come on. Yes, please, Vulkanos, please.
I am Groot.
Okay. So this is the argument why you kind of do want to pull, because we just pulled Feral. So I hate that I spent any time talking about Ruel.
Don't worry, boss. I cut out your breakdown on Ruel.
If I knew Feral was coming, this is what I wanted to be talking about. OP God tier, beautiful baby defense support, everything you'd want. Feral is on the very top of my list. The Christmas tree, man, is nutty. Monster S tier pull here, guys. Attacks one enemy, 80% chance up to 100% chance of a big version decrease speed. And if it's a boss, he's ignoring 20% of resistance. He's defense based, by the way, so you can kind of double dip on a lot of stats. Now we got an AoE, 100% chance of decreased accuracy, but the key thing, that's nice. But then we also get those block buffs for 2 turns. Again, if it's a boss, we're ignoring resistance. Get this down to a 3-turn cooldown. Get that up to 100% chance. And then over here, what I go nuts for, man, this is going to be so huge for his Hydra, so huge for progression to get a freaking Feral the Barkhorn on the end of his 4th week in the game. Increase res on all allies, 50%, and then a perfect veil on all allies. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, but you'll get him going fast enough that it won't matter. Finally, this Spirit of the North passive, I think a lot of people know Feral's crazy, but I think some people think he's just good. He puts out a nice amount of buffs. You're getting 2 here, and you're going to keep those up consistently. You're going to reach a point in the game where you got buffs left, right, and center. They're also not really going to get removed or stripped because he's giving so much resistance from everything and from this over here if you use it. Combine that with this passive if they're under 2 or more buffs. So he's providing that. Res up by 50, resistance up by 50, 3 or more, accuracy up by 50. And finally, 4 or more, increasing all damage dealt by all of your allies by 20%. So, I mean, you're going to reach a point in Raid Shadow Legends if you continue playing, certainly Moatcarp will, where you guys will always have 4 buffs on them. You're going to be a support enabled, incredible roster, incredible comp for all the content you're doing. You're just maxing out this passive basically all the time, and he's helping you resist any attempts people will have to take those buffs away from you. This is such a huge pull. Where you only have 4 chances left to get Vulkanos. If we get Vulkanos and we got Feral, this is a well spent 30 Sacreds. But wow, that's a cheeky little pull. I gotta say, the rates are kind of rating. We got 3 legendaries in our first 26 on a non-2X. Another Lady of Tessa. No thanks. Faction Guardian. There you go. Come on, baby. Oh my god, please. All right, amazing ally attack. I'm sure she's been power crept a bit, but very fun. We've hit 4 in 28. That's amazing. You don't even need to feel that bad if you're willing to gamble, if you're a big spender, because we're hitting like crazy. This is a nice moment of luck and some really good quality stuff. But over 4, right? We went to 15, 20, and then we had 2 on 25X. No Vulkanos. It hurts, but we did get Lanicus. This is going to be huge for his account. You can see continuous heals when you get land crits. You will have crits. Then over here, teams up with 3 random allies. Let's just go to the Ascended version. The allies joining the attack will use their default skill, and it fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. So she is a buff increasing champion. She's got a turn meter fill, big ally attack. You know, for any kind of PvP content, that 3 random allies is everybody, and they're going to join her. She's going to do the attack herself. 4-turn cooldown. You get really lucky with that book. Finally, she is like halfway to being an extra turn champion. You get big version, increased crit, and attack. Really nice. And 50-50 that you're going to get an extra turn. You got to book that out, but 50-50, 50% chance to get it down to a 4-turn cooldown. Really cool. I'm assuming she's not as like amazing OP as back in my day, but this is just a great champion. We got 2 more shots. Come on, please. Don't make me go to the ancients. Come on. Can you imagine we hit 5? Another Skaramis, we'll take it for sure. That's going to help him out. Please, right here. Don't make us reset our progressive. Wow. All right, Claude, my most viewed raid video ever from my original content, my original channel, was a Claude Beast Feeder guide. I love him. He's got the increased speed with the increased attack, 3-turn cooldown. You can get real lucky on books, big shield. I like it. And then over here, decreased crit, which does help you with a lot of boss content. All right, maybe he'll go and get some more. He's a day and 7 hours. We'll see. I'm sure him and I will touch base. 265, you only live once. It sucks that the progressive chance is not shared. I kind of understand why, but it's also frustrating. Let's get lucky. I mean, we've been kind of lucky. We just haven't gotten Vulkanos. Show me the lightning. We're guaranteed at least 1 legendary, right? Because of the pity guarantee. Castigator. You know, I got to say, actually, we are guaranteed with 255 remaining. If we can hit in like the next 45, 55, we're going to be guaranteed 2. Give us Vulkanos. I also want to make one more comment. Magnar was at 25x for almost that entire time, and we only pulled 1. So I really hope that puts it in perspective for you guys. I really hope it does. I'm going to, now Magnar's up to 25. You can see we just picked up a Relic Keeper. I despise Relic Keeper. Really poor. Everything about Relic Keeper, in my opinion, is poorly designed. And it's so weird that they make you go and get him, when in fact it is such a poor design. I'm ready for the lightning. I don't know about you guys. There's Frozen Banshee, my little queen. We're up to 25x. We pulled 30 Sacred, started at a 15x for Magnar. The remaining 28 pulls after those first two, because we didn't hit legendaries on the first two, we're at 25x. We did hit 4 legendaries. So that means we were at 25x for 24 epics pulled and only got 1 Magnar. So I really just want to, while we do this and have some fun on Moatcarp's account, I do want to paint this picture for you guys that doing this kind of degeneracy is not for everyone. It's certainly not if you can't afford it or you're trying to min-max. If you can't afford it, I mean, have a little fun. But this is also why you want to pull your Ancients on a 2x, because there's no epics in sight, man. We've pulled 2 so far. Come on. Show me the gold. We need that gold soon. I gotta tell you, an oversight, in my opinion, by Raid and Plarium and the developers is there should be a tally up here showing you how many Ancients you're at. The fact that right now I'm curious how many Ancients we have left, I have to click out and go see, oh, it's 205. Now I click back in. Hopefully we hit soon, and then, maybe we'll build a bunch of other pity towards the second one if we don't hit on our first try. Infernal Baroness, a little AoE A1, a little AoE decrease attack. That's an OG. Hell Freak. I don't know why I said his name. Why am I pointing him out? I don't know. He's done. Hell Freak's had his moments. He's there's some funkiness. Hell Freak, come on, please, man, come on. All right, there's our Magnar. So now we've hit 2 Magnars out of like 33 epics pulled or something like that, maybe 30. And there's another Banshee. We'll take that. They got to add rare empowerment. I want rare empowerment. You guys want rare empowerment? Who says no? I don't. Red Cloak Taneko? I don't know her. If it was a different video, I'd click on her and find out. Not today. Let's go. Come on. God, this is like, I hope this is, there we go, double epic. Oh, Arvid. Pretty cool. She can hit real hard. I hope you guys are like learning, like this feels bad, right? Like there's like no purple in sight, certainly no gold. This is why we want to stay away from the 2x for a lot of people. Come on, baby. All right, there's another Skiramis, secret Skiramis rate up, our 3rd Skiramis. We're not complaining. I mean, if you got to pull an epic 3 times, it's a pretty darn good one, but geez Louise. Another one, Tarshan, one of my most wanted to you better believe it. Believe it or not is what I'm trying to say. Hey, we double up Deacon Armstrong, literally my most wanted, my favorite champion in the game. All right, we got to take 1 minute on Deacon. Shoot your turn meter up, shoot theirs down, extra turns, so effectively this becomes a 2-turn cooldown. We decrease defense, 3-turn cooldown, but because of this, effectively a 2-turn cooldown, and a really nice chance to place Leech on a double hitter. Speed in all battles. This is my dream champion. He was my favorite ever on any account I've ever played. I really hope I pull him. Congratulations. That is the definition of a legendary in disguise. Let's see a legendary not in disguise. Let's see that gold. Come on. Wanderer, that is a rosin fusion, I believe, if I'm remembering right. I'm ready for gold. I'm actually, in many ways, I'm very ready for gold. It's all going to be worth it if it's him, right? Another Magnar, so we're up to 3 Magnars. Empowerment 2 Magnar if he wants to do it. Looks like we ran out of space. Give me 1 second. All right, we filled the Master Vault up. We got space in the reserve if we need it, but we do got some spots, right? We got, what is that, 144 more spots. Should be good. Come on, baby. Come on. We've got to be close to a legendary. I can smell it. We've got to be close. Metal Shaper. Nice for some shields if you need it for Scarab. Oh, I love Soulbound Boyer. I'm not. Let me discipline myself. I'm not going to talk about rares. Not doing it. They can't make me. I won't do it. I won't. Except for him. He is gorgeous. Look at this guy. Unbelievable. Oh, and Bowsmith. I love Bowsmith. I've got him. I put him 3 times. I've pulled him his soul because I had him on my wish list. And I actually got him to 3 stars of Ascension. It keeps going up 1 every time. There's Kunoichi. Okay. All right, Rockbreaker seems cooler than he is. You're gonna people, if you ever go on Rockbreaker, you'll click on his kit and be like, oh, he sounds kind of cool. He's not bad, but he sounds so much cooler than he is. Oh, there we go, please. King Garog. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's got some kind of big AoE, right? Yeah, AoE ignoring the 20% of the target's defense, further 5% for each buff on this champ. So it's easy. Just get 16 buffs on him, and you'll ignore 100%. It's pretty good. Little quad hitter here, ignoring some more defense. What else? You got a chance to decrease the A3, and And then a double hitter here with some stuns. What's the passive like? Increasing his speed and crit damage for each enemy he's killing in a round. So it's resetting round by round. Not bad, but I mean, not even close to what we're looking for. And the sad thing is we're going to have to get pretty lucky. We got 55 left. We are up to the 20x. Man, come on. I want this to have a splashy ending. This is turning to a much longer video. It takes much longer to pull this many than I thought it would. There we go. And Dahlia, honestly, don't know her. Don't need to know her. Not right now. Because Vulkanos is coming home. A lot of Elaines. There's another Bowsmith Flannan. God, so many 10 pulls with all blue. Like, so many 10 pulls with all blue. There's Taragi. That's a monster pull. One of the best epics in the game. In my opinion, probably the best Shadowkin epic. Huge, hard carry. Probably will fit. I need to. I'll probably go over his clan boss team with him, but probably should fit into his clan boss team. That's a heck of a pull if you had to go epic. Another Magnar. Okay, so we're up to 4 Magnar. The rates are kind of rating on Magnar, but again, in the grand scheme of things, we're pulling him at like, maybe it's a 10 or 8 to 10% clip of all the epics we've pulled. We're at the very end here now. Old Hermit Yorg, especially if you don't have Tagoar, very cool hero. Nice little turn meter booster and increase attack, and you got that double pick-me-up revive. There's one in each faction. You got 5 shots here, man. 5 shots. Dang. Well, wait, let's focus on the good news. We got 5 legendaries, which is more than you would expect from all the stuff we had. And almost all of them are quite good. Certainly that Feral pull was insane. The Lanicus thing was very exciting. The rest, they'll all have their place. There's Berserker. Come on. He's farmable. Farmable. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And we're only about, 55 to 60 into the next pity. We end on a Margrave Greenhawk. Guys, thank you. Huge thank you to Moat Carp. I'll relay this to him. He was feeling optimistic is what he told me. It's hard to feel optimistic on these banners, I gotta say. We'll end with Vulkanos himself behind us. Thank you. Thank you, Mitchell, for editing this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you real soon. Share with your mother.
Fastidious.